So, funny story. I thought I've been doing this video diarying thing for a while now and there's a lot of things you guys don't know about me, so hey, I might just do a tag video. TMI tag, that's a good idea. Then I went through the list and realized that most of the things on it I've never done and there probably really isn't anything about me to even know, and I just crawl under a bed and write down 100 times I am not interesting and should stop telling myself that I am. Of course, after I came out from under the bed because it's probably really dark in here. Anyway, I thought I would bring someone else to make up for my obvious inexperience. And you're probably already sick of Diana. Though why would you be? Diana's lovely, right?
Right.
So, since I had no other video idea in time, ladies and gentlemen, I give you...
And
Ruby Gillis, I give you Ruby Gillis. I was just about to get to that part.
so my legs were getting achy.
First YouTube video. I used to watch Disney songs on YouTube at first, so part of your world?
I remember mine. I was like 9 years old. It was a hair tutorial and I learned how to do a French braid.
Number 2, First Love. Whoa, this got really serious really fast.
Okay, so I'm not gonna say his name because like everyone in our school watches this.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah, did you know that? Well, not everyone, but like everyone who knows what's up.
People actually watch me? They actually care. I'm dumbfounded. Wait, should I stop monitoring what I'm saying?
Sure, but my first love, I was like 9 years old and he was way older, like 14. Well, obviously it didn't go anywhere. I was just adoring him from afar. He was my cousin's friend or something. But damn, did I love him? He was fine. And? How about you?
Huh?
Your first love?
Ain't got none. First job. I've never had a job.
Well, I've usually worked as a clerk at Lawson's. Lawson's store in town, that is. During summers. I started doing that when I was like 14 or something.
Does it count that I used to take care of kids in my former foster homes? Because that's a full-time job. Kinda.
Hey, you should try get babysitting jobs. It's really common in Avonlea. Practically everyone does it.
Actually?
Yeah, practically pays for all of our colleges.
That's awesome. I'll look into that. Your first car.
My first car is what I'm driving now. She's a purple Mini. She's my baby. I got it when I turned 16.
Ba-dum-ba-dum-bum-bum. None! I don't have a car. The first person you texted today. Oh, I can do this one!
I texted Charlie Sloan saying, "Can today going to Anne's?"
Ooh, what were you doing with Charlie?
Don't you ooh me, Anne Shirley. It's my project runner for bio.
That's so disappointing. I was getting the sense of a scandal.
You know I'm single right now, Anne.
Ruby, you're never entirely single. You've just got this line of boys waiting outside your door and you can just pick and choose whomever you want.
Don't exaggerate. Besides, it's obvious he likes you.
Oh, sure. My first text was to Diana, surprise, surprise, and it just says, "Good morning, Dee. Your first flight on an airplane." I've never been on a plane, but I did take a train once.
My family often went to the Bahamas when I was a kid, so probably there then.
Great. First best friend.
My first best friend was one of the Phi girls, I think. You know, in elementary when people speak BFFs like every week. I think the first one was like Josie.
Wow, a pie girl. Never would have thought.
I know, right?
My first real best friend was Diana, of course, but I can't not mention Katie Morris without feeling impeccably dishonest. When I was living with the Thomases, I had a little imaginary friend. She was my reflection and I used to tell her everything. I was much younger then, of course, but I still value her friendship, even though it isn't exactly what people consider existent. Your first sleepover.
Jane Andrews. And I remember this because I had to call my dad in the middle of the night to get me home because I got too homesick.
Mine was Diana! Except if you count the home as one big sleepover, then that. First piercing. I have no piercings and Marilla will never ever ever let me get any.
Just my ears. When I was like 9 or something, I cried.
My first detention.
I was about 11 years old and we had a really strict teacher and I accidentally forgot to do my homework on time and I was crying and everything, but he still gave me detention. And
I hate that. It's so annoying when teachers are so adamant on being fair that they take the stupid rules out of context and end up being really unfair. Hashtag Mr. Phillips.
How about you, Anne?
We do not talk about that. But if you'd really like to know, you can watch my video a couple of weeks back.
Oh.
First kiss. How did I ever think this was gonna be a good idea? I've done nothing interesting.
Anne, have you never been kissed before?
No?
How is that even possible?
I'm having trouble understanding the question.
Oh, you poor soul.
What?
My first kiss was when I was like 11 or something, and
What?
it was with mood dispersion
What?
in Spin the Bottle. Have you ever played that game?
No, and I don't intend to. I don't want to be kissed by someone just for the sake of a game, especially someone I'm not attracted to. Shouldn't your first kiss be something wonderful and special and unique? I can't imagine smooching Moody in Spin the Bottle was any of those things.
Oh, it definitely wasn't, but at least I've kissed someone. Besides, isn't valuing your virginity and all that a very patriarchal thought? I mean, it's like Beyonce said, you know? Women shouldn't be sexual beings and they should save themselves from men, and if they don't, they are automatically sluts and worth nothing. As long as I'm doing something I want to do and being safe at the same time, why does it matter how many guys I've kissed or slept with or whatever?
Wow, that escalated quickly.
Well, it's an important thing. I mean, you can sit around in your tower waiting for Mr. Right. But like I said, if I'm not harming myself or anyone else, I get to do whatever I want to do and have some fun, right? Without being a bad person.
You do surprise me sometimes, Ruby.
Thanks.
And on that note, we're ending our tag video. It's probably gonna be like 100 hours long, but if you didn't learn something new about me, you certainly learned something about Ruby.
Stop slut shaming 2015.
What she said.